Good afternoon, all. I'd like to keep this review to 90 seconds, so I skip forward to the important parts of the trade. As you can see from this chart, I actually entered a few times early after the 1 ATR extension from the low of the day. These were based on big asks that came in on the level 2. After the big ask was satisfied, additional ask came in, further moving the price up, so I quickly hit out. All of my stop outs or exits were early exits and then re-entries. Although mistakes were made in this trade, I was proud of being able to re-enter, to stay with the game plan, to continue reading the level 2, to eventually get the right entry. Even on the right entry, mistakes were made. I should have put limit orders above at my dream prices, at the dream prices that I wanted to be short. And the orders did represent very acutely, as you will see in the tape above. And I also could have partialed better. Green trades could have been the rule rather than having to stop out. So let's look at the tape. So there you go. I hit out. Ask presented itself above. Price action keeps going in the positive direction. More ask. And now barren wasteland. Where's all the ask? Where's all the ask? So here's where I should have put a limit order. I should have had a limit order already up there. That's a mistake. Total mistake. And you see a tactical error there. I hit the wrong button. I'm trying to do 50 shares short. That's obviously another error. I end up having to drag the order, not paying too much. I end up paying too much there, and I pay for that later. So I'm going to have to add in 50 shares again. So this time I do what I wanted to do the first time. Because I'm going to go short when the price action goes against me. And I've got a 5th ATR from my entry as my full stop, which would be a 5th of $6, which would be $1.50. But obviously we're not going to let it go that far. But I go ahead and take a short there on that big ask at 77, if that can get filled. So that does get filled. And then from there it's off to the races, and then we play the partialing game, which also needs work. But again, this is a dry run with 50 shares. Trying to see how these asks cooperated. A lot of good L2 information was gleaned on this trade. Later on, you're going to see the ask present at 63 and 64, heavy, and the price action pulls back before continuing to meet those asks towards the end of the day. But I do get a nice little trade on this. But we're already at 4 minutes in the video, so I'm going to wrap it up here in the next 30 seconds while we're watching it. We do get a little bit of a pullback here. I do get some partials. I will do a more extensive chart on this for everyone to see, but I wanted to just really talk about the tape and the reasons for entry and the exhaustion. And this met all of our criteria on our 9-point checklist. In terms of the mindset, all of the rules were followed except the change on the 5-minute trend. And check it out. We've got our change on the 5-minute. We've got our change on the 15-minute after this pullback. So the real key glean here was we need to wait for the change on the 15-minute. So we're at 4 minutes and 45 seconds. I'm going to stop it there.